The return. Alright, that was a little too intense. The return to the Mustang life is real. I'm totally kidding, guys. This video is actually going to be about my new upgrade to my car, which is my new lowering springs. You guys can see they're really stiff. I'm going to improve my handling by about 300%. Also, they're a little bit short, but I think they're going to work great on my new car. So yeah, I've already got these upgrade before I even got my car. New lowering springs. Alright, all jokes aside, being completely truthful, guys, today's video is going to be about my new car, or well, my potentially new car, or the car I might be getting, or whatever. We're going to be talking about the car that I'm probably going to be getting soon. And you guys know that I recently made a video about how I was considering getting a WRX over a Mustang, but as you saw by the beginning of this video, or maybe even the title, depending on what I title it, I might be going back to the Mustang life. Now, a lot of you may be disappointed, a lot of you may be very happy, but the truth is, the simple fact and the reason that I'm going back to a Mustang is because it's always been my dream, and it still is my dream to own a Mustang. Ever since I was a little kid, I've loved seeing Mustangs driving down the street. I actually valet for a company now, and I see these Mustangs pull up, and it's just so fun to get in a Mustang, pull it, even if I'm parking it 2 spots over. There's something about being a Mustang, seeing a Mustang, hearing a Mustang, that just makes me so incredibly happy, and the fact that I could potentially own one is just so amazing to me, and that's why it's always been my dream. And even though a car like a WRX, a Genesis, a Camaro, anything like that are such awesome cars that I would love to own, nothing can compare to a Mustang to me. Even if it's not a V8, there's something just about a Mustang that I love. And my brother and dad both have Mustangs. I'm almost following in their footsteps. It would be cool to have a triple Mustang or 3 Mustangs in the family. I don't know. Insurance would be crazy. But it would just be cool to have that, and I've always just wanted one. So that's why I'm probably going to get a Mustang instead. And I don't want to be like misleading and always make these different videos about like I'm getting this, I'm getting that. But I really have just been swaying my opinions. But I've always wanted a Mustang. Then I kind of was thinking maybe I should get something more practical that's all-wheel drive, better fuel economy. And then I kind of went back and I was like, you know what? This is my first car. Obviously, it's going to have to be a little bit practical, but it's my first car. It's my dream to get a Mustang. I love Mustangs. I'm going to get a Mustang. So, yeah. So, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about what I'm considering. And you guys know that I was considering before a 2010 or 2011 GT, which are obviously very different cars, and then a 2015 Mustang V6. And those are all still in my price range and options, I guess you could say. But what I want to make clear, and what I didn't make clear in my last video, which was my fault, was that I said that my price range was anywhere from like up to $19,000, which is what my price range is. But what you have to realize, and what I realize, is that if I spend $19,000 on a car, that's going to be like more than half my paychecks. And me being going to college soon, having to pay for my own gas, my own clothes and stuff like that, it's going to be hard to afford everything that I need to afford if I spend $19,000 on a car, which I will be making payments on the car. So I'm not going to buy it in cash, obviously. I'm only 19 years old. But I'm not going to buy the car in cash. I'm going to be making payments on it. And if I'm paying more than half my paycheck every month, it's just not ideal. It's not practical. And that's why I'm probably considering spending around like $12,000 to $14,000, which I know is a really low price for like a good Mustang. But I do believe you can find something. My brother got his Mach 1 for lower than $14,000, and it was only at like 60,000 miles, and it's a Mach 1. So it is an older car and everything, but what I'm saying is you can get a Mustang if you find the right deal, and my dad's like super good for some reason at finding good deals on cars. All his cars he got like decently cheap for what they came with, or what the car was. So I'm going to get a lot of help from my dad. But yeah, one of the cars that I'm considering that I'm going to add to my list is list of options is a 2011 Mustang V6. I know, okay? Don't freak out. I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, dude, what are you talking about? Are you really going to say a V6 when you can't afford a GT? But honestly, I was reading a ton of reviews. I was looking up all the specs and the 0 to 60s and the horsepower and the brakes and all this stuff. And I've realized that the Mustang V6, even though a lot of people will say V8 or die, V8's a real muscle car, which I would agree with, that a V8 is the way to go with a muscle car if you're looking for maximum performance and stuff like that. That's the way to go. But the real key in that sentence is that that's the maximum performance, right? If you want the best performance out of a muscle car, get the V8. But honestly, I don't need the best performance, and I don't need the fastest car out there when I'm only 19 years old for my first car. That's what a lot of you have to realize. I know it would be cool to see a 19-year-old roll up next to you in a Mustang GT, floored at the light. That's my dream, right? To be a 19-year-old that has that car. But honestly, I can't spend that much, and also it's just not the most practical with the price and stuff like that. So what I'm looking at right now is either still the 2011 GT, 2010 GT, 2015 V6, or 2011 V6. The most practical one would probably be the 2011 V6 because it makes almost as much power as the 2010 GT, gets a bit better fuel economy, and it also looks it doesn't look better, but it's just overall like a better car in my opinion than the 2010 for the price you pay. So like if I got like a 2011 V6 with a performance package, it would be an awesome car. It runs 0 to 60s in low 5s, which is like what my brother's Mach 1 runs usually. And it's an awesome car. You get 305 horsepower, 280 pounds of torque, which is a healthy amount for a 19-year-old. And I really want to stress that I don't disagree with the whole V8 thing. Like, I know V8s are awesome cars, like I said, but it's just not the best idea for a kid my age to get it. Which that's not saying I'm not going to get it. I might be able to find a really good 2011 V8 for a good deal. But right now, those are my options. Let me know what you guys think. But the biggest thing to take out of this video is that we are back, baby. We are back in the Mustang Club, if that's what you want to call it, even though I don't have my car yet. But we will be in the Mustang Club, hopefully. And yeah, as in when I'm going to get the car, right now we're searching for it. It's a bit harder than you would think if you've never bought a car to find one. Like, you have to constantly be searching, waiting for new deals, finding the right deal. And it's not just like you're like, oh, I want a 2011 GT. Okay, search, found one, let's go. Like, it's not really like that. You got to find the right deal and stuff. And like I said, my dad's going to help me with that because he's done that a lot in his life. But yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed. We're back in the Mustang Club. And sorry for you WRX guys. Great car, but not the one for me. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. And I will see you guys later. Peace out. And once I get my car, man, it's going to be crazy. We're going to be modding. We're going to be doing tests. We're going to be maybe drifting. All right. See you guys.